Good afternoon, this is Scott Bremner from Armidale bringing you the Northern New South Wales AWN market report. Well, things starting to wind down a little bit towards Christmas as all processors, both for beef and sheep, are near capacity leading into the end of year, and sort of space being booked up in most of the abattoirs for the second and third week of January now. And feedlots in a similar situation for cattle, where there's a bit of delay in them getting them away, but it's pretty typical of this time of year. Markets throughout the north here this week, Inverell saw I think about 5,000 sheep yarded. Heavy mutton remained firm to slightly dearer. The lighter mutton probably saw a little bit of restock competition, which in turn drove the prices up there sort of $4 or $5 in places. Plenty of sales from $60 through to $85 for put away sheep, and then your better heavy mutton, returning sort of $4.80 through to $5.30, depending on shape and skin values, etc. So reasonably good results there. Gora saw a reasonably big yarding of 6,000. Very few lambs, might have only been about 300 or 400 lambs throughout the yarding of mixed quality finishes and types. The heavy lambs remained firm. A few store lambs available were probably a little bit cheaper. There was limited numbers of heavy mutton there, obviously due to the season. What was there sold on probably a slightly dearer trend of $2 to $3, and then there was real opportunities for a few put away, both ewes and wethers, that are going to end up sort of 22 to 25 kilos dressed. They were making sort of $60 to $75 also, so pretty good pricing really. Cattle markets, just splitters basically. Cows and calves just being offloaded before this Christmas break and the lack of sale yard activity. The store cows, probably this week saw a few gains that they dropped over the last couple of weeks. Most centres up sort of 10 to 15 cents, with your very best end of your large frame feeder cows making sort of anywhere in the vicinity of 185 through to nearly $2, and a 420 kilo cow making 175. Finished cows, just because of the time of the year, saw some magnificent cows in Tamworth, heavy black cows, probably 700 kilos, only make $2.10. That's just purely the time of year. A couple of weeks ago they were probably worth $2.30. So still reasonable return, but a bit disappointing to see that price drop. Splitter calves through the market, steers and heifers, good runs of 100, 120 kilo black steers and heifers. The heifer portion making this week anywhere from sort of 235 through to about 280 for the odd sale, and the steer or bull calf portion making in the vicinity of $2.75 through to a couple of huge sales of 350 cents, but probably averaging around that $3 a kilo mark as a rule of thumb. Feeder heifers and anything suitable for direct entry weight into the feedlots probably met a bit more competition, probably up 10 or 15 cents in most centres. And pardon me, bulls, which everyone's offloading at the moment, just purely because they haven't got the cow numbers left, still selling well from topping out at 280 cents in places, but probably averaging 255 or 60 cents right through for a 800 to 1,000 kilo bull, so a pretty good trading value. Season obviously hasn't improved here. We've had just a little bit of rain through the New England. It's got that little bit of a golf course green look about it at the moment, but we've also had 4 days of temperatures exceeding sort of 32 or 3 or 4 degrees, so that's melted the country again, unfortunately. Whilst a bit of rain was about and gave people a bit of optimism, it's pretty disappointing when there's no follow-up, but that's just the nature of the beast at the moment. Water will become an acute shortage here. Anybody that is fortunate to get under a downfall, and a good storm, their dams are just filling up with silt, so they're not really catching a whole heap of water because there's nothing here to catch any of the runoff. So we just need gentle, a rain, an inch or two over a 48-hour period would do more benefit than a 6-inch storm. So water is critical. So leading into the new year, if you are in a position of feed, there will be great opportunities once again. You'll get a lot of light store lambs, So lambs traditionally sold at stores here, 33 to 38 kilos, 40 kilos. Those lambs are realistically this year sort of 20 to 30 kilos, the lead being 30 and averaging 25. So anybody with a bit of time and there's a real opportunity there. You don't necessarily have to fatten the lamb, you just need to get it through to 35 to 40 kilos, because our southern feedlot operators will be desperately short of feedlot entry weight lambs come February, March, April, because they're just not going to come out of this area due to the lambing percentages, but also just the seasonal conditions that no one's getting any weight in any lambs. So there's a real opportunity there. Split a calf, still pretty good value. 120 kilo calf, you can put a run of steers away from sort of $300 to $350, which on a good rain event they'll be worth $700. It'll just go bananas. And heifers, well, I think anything with 4 legs and 2 ears, that's female when there's drought breaks will be joined. So any females you put away would be great property. Anyway, this is the final market report for AWN. For this calendar year, 2019, it's been a bit of a shocker for nearly everyone concerned, unfortunately. Tough year. Look, stay resilient, stay strong. It can only get better, and I'm sure a change of year in 2020, the even numbers seem to be the good results with good seasons. So let's hope 2020 is a fantastic year. I wish you and your families all the very best for Christmas. Look after each other, have fun, plenty of laughs and plenty of good times, and just look after each other and have a great time. All the very best. Thank you for your support to our clients who've entrusted us with the AWN livestock side of things for the sale of a few of their livestock. We certainly appreciate it very, very much, and we look forward to continuing our market share growth and helping as many people out in the future as we can. Anyway, cheers, signing off and wishing you a very happy Christmas.